think we're good to go. Yep. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I promised to wear this essentially 4-year-old cosplay. I've been wearing this for a while now, and I'm gonna deliver. I'm not gonna wear it the proper way. I know. I know that might be a little bit disappointing. I don't really want to keep my arm out, but I did promise I was gonna wear this, and I'm delivering on that. Welcome to yet another ReZero reaction. I am Akaoni slash Niab, whatever we want to say. I said this in the reverse order before, I remember, and it's interesting that I've been doing that. I don't know. A bit strange, but welcome back to ReZero. I have been looking so forward to this episode. This one's so damn good in terms of web novel content and all that, and it's easily one of my favorites for Volume 2. It might actually just outright be my favorite for Volume 2. It's so damn interesting. Been looking forward. They've been hyping it up on their actual, accounts and everything. So I've been excited about that. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. And, just to match that, I wore this. Like I said, I've been wearing this since like 2022. It's been a while. Been a while that I've had this. It might also be surprising because some of you might think, oh, this doesn't look as bad as you were saying, right? It doesn't look as worn. Um, I could potentially show it a little bit here. The paint on the kimono, it's a little bit worn. I mean, I could like here. It's not perfect anymore, right? It could be better, right? So that paint on the kimono has actually died down a lot. But outside of that, no, yeah, I mean it's perfectly fine, right? I got the gourd. I got, proper like the long hair doesn't really have too much of a problem. It has a problem here, I guess, because headphones and an eye patch is making it shift around a bit. But that's about it. And then of course, don't worry. They're here. Made sure to pack them. So, with all that said, yeah, I mean, this is still relatively good. It's just the paint on the kimono, and that's really unfortunate because that's the spot you see the most. So a little sad, but it's okay. I do really love Reid's design. I also think his character is very interesting, but his character more so is this, big scumbag and everything and all this. He likes to be drunk and harass women and all that. He's not a good person at all. Um, but in general, he's just like in terms of some of the stuff we see him do, he can be both cool and then also there's that aspect of him, and it's very interesting as a result, right? You don't always have to like characters just because they're good, right? I mean, Capella is like easily in my top 10 because she's so interesting in terms of how much of a scumbag she is, right? Like actual probably worst character in the series in terms of what she does. I'm trying to get this hair out of my way. All right, but we have the episode here already loaded, so we might as well just get into it. I'm gonna move this up to the episode because I don't want to watch having my eye blocked and everything. So, pardon that, right? We're not gonna be absolute accurate while we're watching, but that's okay, right? With that said, though, let's get to it. Let's tab into this. I actually didn't full screen this. So, you know what, we're good. Let's do that. That, perfectly fine. And now, we sync it. So, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Perfect. I did see via screenshots that we're gonna redo this scene, which I'm very glad. Sorry, just double checking that. Yep. I did actually recently do a reading session, so I'm making sure my audio is fine. Mm, I love that they're redoing this. Really? Intro this time. Okay. Okay. I did actually add this to my playlist. Or like the many playlists I have. It's good. I had to think on it for a while, and I'm like, yeah, I like it a lot. Um, this isn't me trying to riff on Longshot. I mean, I probably said this before. Um, I like Longshot, but it's definitely the weakest for me. And I think I realized that, and I'm like, yeah, like long shots in my playlist, and I already do like it, even if it is the weakest to me. So honestly, I can put this one in, right? I was like, I can put this one's just as good. Um, but yeah, oh, it felt great to like get this out. Like straight up, I kid you not, everything was together. Like I mean, I know I said it was in a box, it was, but like literally these I mean the gourd was already tied into it, right? It's been that way since I, made it. But these, the kimono, the gourd, everything, pretty much minus the hair, everything was in one piece that I could just easily take out. And then the hair was like right on top of all of it, so it was easy to just take it out. And I had that all prepped last night. I put it right on my desk and went, all right, I'm ready. Ugh, here we go. Actually, I forgot to move. I was so excited. I forgot to move these up. I'm gonna hold these the whole time. Mm. I'm seeing his outfit again. It's reminding me that when I did make this way back when, I made sure every detail was correct. Like even the color of the chopsticks. There it is, right in the middle. Oh, and he just starts scratching his ass and everything. The OST's doing a lot of work here too. Mm, ooh, yeah, they were waiting for this one. They were waiting for this episode in terms of their whole team and everything. Oh, that is a good shot. Mm, yeah, there it is. That's a really crazy. Oh, I did actually. Oh, fuck. The voice acting on that. Ooh, I'm loving this. This is what I've been waiting for. Oh, that panic in the Echidna's voice, man. I did actually see a screenshot of this on Twitter because people are pointing out that they do have the skin tight outfits they have in the series, which is a little disappointing, but it's the way it is. Mm. Oh, it looks so good. It has me so excited for everything to come in this arc. Especially the fifth volume, I think that's gonna go fucking insane. Mm. Oh, the guitar and the OST there. Ooh. I'm so glad I'm early for this. I'm so glad. I had everything prepped. I'm so fucking glad. Yep. Yeah. There it is. And doesn't even do it with the chopsticks, to be honorable. Just nice, clean punch to get him out. Ooh. I love that they reanimated episode 13 to really establish this is Julius's episode 13. Oh, it's so good. Like I know even in the I know at least web novel wise they made that blatantly obvious, but Oh yeah, that's another. The fact that I zoomed in on his feet reminded me. Yeah, I mentioned it the previous episode. I didn't wear any sandals just because. Now, if this is just like I remember it, this is gonna be a little funny. I guess in a sense, one of the aspects I do enjoy with ReZero's scumbags is not to say that other series don't do this, but they're very unrestrained, right? They don't have a problem, or I guess the pay doesn't have a problem writing them in such a way where it's like they're very blatantly just horrid as people, right? Um, and I enjoy that aspect a lot just because it's like, yeah, I mean, it makes it feel, I guess, real in a sense. It's weird to say, but it makes them feel like proper, just dickheads or whatever it may be, or just in Capella, like people that's like, oh man, this person gotta die, right? Mm. They're doing all of this really damn well. I honestly thought it was just gonna be the Julius section, and that was gonna last a long while. Because it feels like a long while in the web novel, a little bit, just a little bit. Um, but yeah, no, that they're making sure to put effort into the full display of Reid. Yeah, I forgot that's yeah, right. That's what he does. And then, yeah, I forgot that that's what makes him put his guard down because he does that because he's interested, and then bonk. Yeah, and then there's mm, that rage in him is good. I do really like she does that and doesn't even realize that she won. It's one of my favorite aspects of that, just because it's like, in a sense, it almost fits, but also it's just like that funny little thing of literally what I stated, right? Of just that was it. That's all it took. Is this the point where they go a little bit more into it? But oh yeah, there's the staircase. Oh, it looks good. It looks really nice. Yeah, so this is the important part. This is the very important part. This isn't like the previous trial where one person does it and that's it for everybody. Everybody's got to fight him. And whoever passes, passes, right? But so now the whole thing, right, of course, is yeah, Miller can go up the stairs, but that's about all who can go. I do like that. It's the obvious thing in terms of difference between like, you know, text in a novel versus the actual uh medium of anime. But it's like I do like how a lot of those jokes with just characters saying stuff back to back is translated. Always works well. It's always nice. Yep. Are they gonna go into everybody? Are they gonna go into the one we don't know about? Oh, there he is. There he is. Cecilus. Okay, that's how you say his name. There's the Mad. Wow, first ever time we've seen the Mad Prince and Harry Bell or Halle Bell. Yeah. Um. Yeah, first ever time we actually saw the Mad Prince. Wild. Wild. Okay. All right. I'm glad to see that. I was trying to think if actually I pronounced his name as Cecilus whenever I did the reviews for like the EX novel and stuff like that. Uh and I think I'm realizing that like it was I added a U to it instead, and that's so it was kind of close, but it's not like Raid or Shawa. And then as soon as he mentions that, click. Yep. Yeah. Now they get the understanding. So they didn't have the full understanding before, right? They didn't know who he was the very first. Is this one? Yep. This is when he's already up. Yeah, I forgot about this part. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot he does this. I forgot he does this. Oh, this is what makes it episode 13. I remember now. This is what makes it episode 13. Mm, this part is gonna be rough. Yep, same as usual. And I like that aspect as well. The fact that Julius is so refined with all this that to raid it's boring, right? He doesn't fight to win. He fights to have this sort of dignity like to him while he's it's like, oh man. It's so damn good. Even if it's like it's rough to watch and read. Yeah. They're even showing the backstory stuff. Oh. I do kind of like they're keeping it silent and just showing it. So you get like some of an understanding. Oh. Oh. And just Raid really laying it in. Oh. Mm. Oh, and again, they're still showing it. They're still going. Oh, they're doing it so well. I'm like genuinely so happy. I was so happy with episode 3 and all that, and even episode 2. Like just in terms of the insane quality, but this is yeah, this is what I was waiting for. This is what I was fucking waiting for. And then, yep, there it is. Oh, mm, yeah, just because of everything that's happened, man. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's good, good shot. That's a really good shot. Yeah, I was trying to. Mm. Oh, that's good. That's a really good shot of him there with the eye. Oh, it's just the breathing. Oh, it's just the breathing because he's being carried. Oh, oh man. You got a choice, buddy. Does kind of show some of Subaru's actual strength for being able to do this because Julius is decently built, and carrying a guy that's decently built is going to be pretty fucking heavy. Yeah, he sure did. He used two hands on you, motherfucker. That was more than enough. And yeah, figured it out. I'm glad that, in a sense, this is like word for word, bar for bar, like everything I remember from the web novel. It would be interesting to see something that kind of diverges from that, but like a lot of this is just exactly what I remember, and I'm glad. It's good to know in a sense, and none of this changed. It's just proper, mm, this wake up call to him. Mm. Getting down on the stairs would also just be outright a pain in the ass. You could very well trip, and especially in his state. Like that. Yeah, yeah. Mm. It really, yep. Even showing this bit just to really lay it in. Oh, and they're even skipping the outro for that. Ooh. drink. I've been doing that too much. Mm. Yep. And both the fact that both of them have that understanding of it, it's the same way it went down back then. Yep. Or and just outright wording it, but you know. I was talking about Subaru and Ram's dynamic throughout Arc 6, but I think this is also another, and I think a lot of people can attest to this. This is yet another dynamic between Subaru and Julius that's like, oh, it's so good throughout this arc. It's so damn good. Like, it genuinely builds this massive connection between the two of them. And, you know, of all knights, you wouldn't expect it to be Julius, considering, right? But it's like, yeah, no, it's, it's the two of them, especially. I like that. I like that shot a lot. Just going toward, yeah. Hmm. I'm gonna put these down because I'm assuming I'm gonna have to pause here in a second. Hmm. I do love that they reanimated this. Like, just everything. It's like, oh, it's so good. It looks so damn nice. And then, of course, you see him step up because he's the first one to interject. All right. Oh, that was good. That was very good. That was very damn nice. I'm very happy about that whole episode. That was really damn good. Let's move this down just for fun. Yeah, that is about all I wanted. So the crazy part is this is actually what I was expecting in a sense of uh what's to come with the next episode. Considering they covered all of that, the next thing that we're going to get will very likely just wrap up what is essentially the second volume. So we're going to be done with that by next week, which is pretty exciting. And then we're moving on to the contents of the third volume, which is again what I mentioned. That's where everything for Arc 6 kind of goes down, right? You get the full understanding of what's going on. And that's gonna be a lot of fun. But obviously that's then and we're here now. Uh yeah, this was really good. I'm glad with how they characterized Reid. Once again, just a genuine piece of shit, right? But done in such a way where, like, for like the Julius fight, for example, it's like he is really cool to watch, right? All he needs is those chopsticks, his fists, his legs, he'll use whatever, right? There's no dignity, there's no refinement in his swordplay in a sense. He's just Raid. He just fights the way he does. I do love it a lot. And again, I love how they captured that presence of him holding it with two hands, just to establish that again, right? Like holding it with two hands, that's even stronger, right? And showing him getting way larger than Julius, doing nothing outside of the animation other than showing that he gets larger, which builds this massive presence for him, both figuratively and literally. He's so good. And then the shot with the red eye and everything as he's moving it down. Oh, that was really damn good. I'm so happy this was handled the way it was because it is really fucking nice. Oh, that was good. That was really good. And the voice acting as well from Julius, Subaru, uh, Reid, uh, Anastasia, right? So, well, I guess not Anastasia, but Echidna, right? Either or, technically. Same voice actress, even though the tone and the words are different, right? Um, But yeah, it's like, oh man, uh, Tomokazu Sugita was like absolutely the best choice for Raid. That was such a good choice. I said it in the comments of the previous episode where like I had kind of debated it for a few seconds when I saw it in the trailer, and then I went, no, that's a pretty fucking good choice, right? That's a guy who can mix both together and just like both comedic and stoic, mix them together and create this phenomenal performance. I've been using phenomenal a lot this year. It's weird. Um, but it's like I knew he was probably someone who could do that, and this episode really solidifies that. It did with the previous one towards the end, of course, where he shows up, but like, oh, dude, dude, oh man, that was good. That was such a good performance from him. And again, Echidna's VA went crazy with the G Walds. Um, Julius's just throughout that whole thing was great. I love the silent flashbacks as well. Something else I meant to mention earlier. Just not going into them too much, like the not to say the web novel, did. But just more so the web novel kind of displaying that via prose, and this keeping that silent outside of music and just showing you, right? Showing, not telling. Mm. Oh, this arc is being handled beautifully. I'm genuinely so happy. But yeah, this was great. This was a fantastic time. I'm so glad I got up for it. Uh, whatever it may be, like I was just here right from the get-go. It wasn't like occasional previous episodes where I'm like, "Oh, I'll just handle this later," right? Because it's like either it's like I sleep in a little bit or like, I have stuff I'm busy with at the time. So it's like, okay, well, I can't. Um, but I'm glad to have been here and been able to watch this right off the bat. This was great. I'm glad to have done this. Honestly, this was fun. This felt pretty cool. I'm glad to have actually worn this, yet again, for like probably I think fourth time now. Yeah, it's been the fourth time. Again, I've worn this a decent bit, and it feels fitting that it's the fourth time because it's been 4 years since I actually made it. But yeah, that was great. And I'm excited for the next episode because, again, we get to finish off the volume and that'll be really damn cool. So, with that said, I'm not going to ramble too much here. We're just going to end off. Only other thing I might mention here is that there might be a reading session tomorrow. We actually did one earlier this week, finally, this time on Monday. We did the really long named chapter at the start of Arc Nine's fifth volume. It was the fifth volume, I believe. So, we did the really long name chapter for that on Monday. We handled that pretty quickly, so I might potentially double up on chapters depending. But it might be Thursday. If not Thursday, I'm gonna aim for Sunday. That's the general layout of it here. I also realized there's not a lot in the actual volume left to cover. I didn't look at any spoiler titles. I just kind of tried to quickly glance at chapter numbers. It does not seem like there's a lot of actual chapters to the final volume. So I am actually pretty excited about that because we can be done pretty quickly. I can do my full review, give my full thoughts, do the tier lists, all that. It's going to be real exciting. But yeah, potentially new Arc 9 reading session stream either on Thursday or Sunday. That's what I'm going to aim for. If not, it'll probably be pretty early next week. I'm getting on top of this, especially now that like this weight of like the long chapter and this like trying to fit it in to a schedule as a result is out of the way, and not realizing that that long chapter I could knock out easily, like pretty quickly, right? Still, now that that's out of the way, it's definitely going to be a little bit more manageable. But with that said, I'm going to end off here. So take care. Have yourselves a great day, great night, whatever it may be. Stay safe, and I will see you all with the next reaction or the live reading session, whatever it may be. I don't know. Take care, peeps. I'll see you all then.